What's up, guys? My name's Kenny, and I hope you're all feeling good today. In this video, I will be trying to solve this Sudoku puzzle called Count Different Arrows, Sudoku 11 by Bill Murphy. This is a part of the Genuinely Approachable Sudoku series, also known as the GAS series. You can find that over on gmpuzzles.com. I'm not affiliated with them at all, but there is a link in the description of this video if you want to find out more about the GAS series. Also, there's a link in the description to play this puzzle yourself. So check it out, give it a go. Let me know in the comment section how you guys did on it. The point of this Genuinely Approachable Sudoku series is to just have Sudoku variant puzzles that are more approachable for people like myself who kind of still struggle with regular Sudokus. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Let's read the rules first. So we have a bunch of arrows on here. So normal Sudoku rules apply, and digits in a circle give the number of unique digits along the arrow. So the 6 is here, so there's going to be only 6 unique digits along this arrow. That is very interesting because that is a very long arrow. We have 3 different arrows on here. So we'll see how that affects the puzzle and how that contributes to the solve. I'll try to do a lot better on this one than I did the last 2 because I've really made some major errors the last 2 videos, and I'm going to try my best right now to not mess up. All right, let's go ahead, hit the restart button, reset my timer, and let's get going. So there's 6 unique digits along this line. So we have a 9 and an 8 and a 3 and a 4. So we need 2 more digits along this line. We know that they're not going to be a 7 or... No, they could still be a 7 or a 5. The 7 or a 5, one of them could go here or here. Okay, we can't rule out because they're seeing the line. Well, no. Actually, it would be true if it was only this line segment going through this box. However, we do have 6 digits up here going through this box. So what that suggests is that, yeah, all 6 digits are... These are all 6 unique digits are going to be in this single box right here. So what we can say from that is that one of the digits is a 4 on this, because there's a 4 here, there's a 4 here. Well, more specifically, this 4 right here eliminates... So there's 1 digit left over that's not a 7 or a 5. That's not included in these. And we know it's not the 4. So we know that the 4 is on the line because it's going to go... if I can click right, there we go. This 4 is going to go here or here. So that's going to be on the line. And then we also know... Okay, so 6, 5... we know the 3 is going to be on the line because it's already on the line. Well, we already... Yeah, we could have also said that we know the 4 is on the line already. I just realized that. There's going to be 3 down here as well. So the 8... There is an 8 on the line, but we don't have enough information. The 8 can still go on either of these. Well, actually... No, wait, what am I saying? There's an 8 right here. Okay, all right. Let's not be so stupid this early on in the puzzle, he said. I don't know how to follow that up. Okay, so I suppose... Hold on, here's a question. What about the 6? Digits in a circle give the number of unique digits along the arrow. Could there be a 6 on the line, or is that like... There's nothing in the rules that say that the 6 is included in this. So we could have a 6 somewhere on the line. But if we had a 6 somewhere on the line, then my suspicion is that the 6 is not on the line. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I just realized that there's 6 spots on the arrow here. I thought for some reason there was only 4 or 5 or something. But I think it's because these digits were already inputted or given in the puzzle that I was just looking at these other sections and I was like, yeah, there's just 4. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. There is 6 in this box as well. Okay, so how many are over here? Oh, there's 6 over... Okay, that should have been very... I should have counted them all. I thought it was just this box that had 6 spots on the arrow, and that is dumb. That is just dumb. That means that this is a 6 right here. It's going to be interesting, though, because we got different arrows here with different numbers. So we have to work that out here. There's only 2 unique digits on this one. That actually might be a place to start. So there's only 2 unique digits. That means that these are all going to be pairs. So it's going to look something like so these 2 are going to be yellow. These 2 are going to be like blue. They're going to be the same thing. And then I guess we don't know for these ones. I think we can color them like that. Why not? I don't think we can do that yet because we don't have enough digits eliminated from here. So it's obviously not a 2, 7, 3, 6. It could technically still be an 8. It can't be a 5 either, actually. Hold on, because there's 2 5s looking at these 2 boxes down here. So 2, 3, 5, 7, 6. So that leaves 4 digits available. Can't be the 1 either. Hold on. Can't be the 1. Am I missing something? So that leaves 3 digits left over. So the 3 digits left over. Oh, that actually is really interesting. The 3 digits left over are probably 8, 9, and 6. Oh no, what about 4? Wait. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 6 is here. What am I saying? So it's 4. It's 4, 8, 9. Okay. Okay, so this is 4, 8, 9. We don't know what they are. Although this one's not going to be an 8, but I don't... All right, we'll just leave that there for now. The interesting thing, though... Okay, since it's 4, 8, and 9... never mind. Never mind. This one can't be a 4. Okay. So, where do maybe I look at this arrow. Can I do more with the top one? I don't know if I can do more with the top one. So we know all the 6 digits up there, actually. Yeah, okay, let's start with that. Let's start with what are the 6 digits up here? They don't include 5, 6, and 7, so that's easy. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. We know there's a 3, 4 down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have 8 and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. So there's 2 2s right here, and they see all of these. So that means our 2 that has to go on a line has to go here because it can't go here. I mean, it does suggest that the 2 would have to go into one of these 2. Well, hold on. Never mind. What am I saying? What am I saying? Okay, I swear to God, guys, if I keep on making these dumb mental errors, like, I'm gonna get upset again. How is it that I said this 2 sees these 2? Okay, I guess it's because this is like the end of an arrow. So I'm just thinking about this arrow. Like, okay, this is the end of this arrow. The 2 can't go on those. And like, for some reason, I didn't just think the 2 doesn't, the 2 sees all 3 of these squares. I don't know. That's just a weird trick that these arrows are playing on me. I don't know why my brain did that, saying that the 2 could go here or here. I really wish that my brain would just be a little bit smarter than that. So 2 goes up here. So, okay, so we have a, well, 8 and 9 go up here. We don't know. Oh, so 2, 8, 9 go up here. Right, because there's 2, 8, 9 here, so this has to be 2, 8, 9. I just realized that that's going to have to happen. So, because, okay, hold on. So 2, 8, 9. So this is like they're like the same 3 digits, kind of like this. So these are 8 and 9. Huh. Now, if these were 8 and 9, if these blue digits were 8, blue and yellow digits were 8 and 9, what would that do? Probably wouldn't do much. It could be that, though. Oh, you know what we can do now? Oh, no, wait, we can't do that. Yeah, we can do it, actually. Oh, okay. For a second, I thought we couldn't do this. I thought first I thought I was right, and then I thought I was wrong, and then I realized that I was right, but for the wrong reason. Okay, here we go. Let's look at this line. All right, so this says that there's 5 digits on this line, right? So I was looking at, well, we have a 4 here. What about this 4? Like, we could say, my first thought was because this 4 is not on a line, that it has to go somewhere in this box. Not on a line. Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. Because these ones are not a part of the line. I was looking at these 2 squares as being the only 2 possibilities for the 4, and then I just now realized that if the 4 is on one of these 2, it does fulfill the requirements of not being on this line. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I was thinking because this is a line that the 4 couldn't go on it, but this is not the same line. Wait a minute. Yeah, no, that was dumb. I was gonna say the 4 has to go here. I literally thought the 4 has to go here because it can't go on this line because it's not one of the digits on the line. And we know it's not one of the digits on the line because there are 5 segments of this line in this box, and the 4 can't go on that. You could also say that the 4 sees the 5 segments, or the remaining 3 segments in this box. Therefore, the 4 does not go on the line. Therefore, you would have to put it in one of these 2 spots. I thought the 4 had to go here. I literally thought the 4 had to go. Yeah, wait, there's a 4 up here. Let me just go through one puzzle without saying something completely stupid, please. Please, at least I realized why that was wrong. At least I realized what. Wait a minute. No, this is good. That means that one of them is a 4. Hold on a minute. I'm happy now. Because the 4 can't go in any of these, and now we know because of this 4 it can't go here, and because of this 4 it can't go here, so it has to be on one of these 2. So the 4 is absolutely in one of these. The only problem is we don't know whether to take away the 8 or the 9. But wait! No, this is the same thing, actually. I was gonna say, what about this 8? This gives us the same problem. Well, wait a minute. I got it. I'm jumping up and down in my seat. I figured it out. Okay, guys, this is genius. We actually can determine now that it's a 4-8. Sorry. Jumping up and down made me choke on my own spit. Okay, here we go. Look at this. This is so cool. Okay, so why? Okay, so if we look at the 8 is also like the 4 in that it can't go on this line here. So it has to go in one of these spots. So, well, actually, it can't go here because it sees that square. But the 8 has to go somewhere down here. But obviously, it could go here, which would mean it would not be on this line, right? However, if you think about it, where does the 9 have to go in this box? The 9 has to go in one of these squares, which means that the 9 is going to be on the line. So if the 9 is going to be on the line, where's the 9 going to be in this box? On this line, which means if the 9 is on this line in this box, it means that it can't go down here in this box. So these can't be 9s. So none of these are 9s. Which means now that this one has to be an 8, which means that this is, so the blue one's an 8. So the blue one's an 8. And that means that we're down to 4-8 there. Okay. Wait, this is a 4. Oh, cool, because we have an 8 seeing this one. Okay, let's get rid of the color here. Okay, nice. And that takes care of this up here. That 8. This is actually a really, really fun puzzle. Like, I really, really enjoy this. There's an 8 in one of these two. There's 8 in one of these two. What else do we got for 8s? Okay, that 8 sees up here. So, yeah, this one's just an 8 right there. This is 2, 9. All right. So, what are the other 3 digits that we need for this? I guess it's going to be these 3 digits then. So it's going to be, well, okay, we can go 7, 5 here. I could have done this a long time ago. So that means that our 7 is going to be here and our 5 is going to be here. But this is going to be, so there's a 1 down here. So it's 1, 3, 4. Okay, so it's 1, 3, 4 like that. All right. So this one would have to be a 1 up here for 1, 3, 4. Because these are all like, I think they call them ropes. They're like roped together because they're the same digits. So this is going to be 6, 7, 5 down here. So it's going to be 6. Oh, this is 6, 7, which means that the 5 goes here because we have a 6 and a 7 in this column. So neither the 6 or the 7 can go here. Okay. So we have this one done. We don't really have these finished, but this probably is giving us enough digits to where now we can finish the puzzle. Well, no, I have not figured out what this line is. Let's maybe focus on this before we try to just do regular Sudoku. Just like the last video, I feel like I'm giving up on the extra rules of the puzzle a little bit too early. So 6, 2, 1, 7. Okay, so a 1 is here. Okay, because the 1 has to go on this line in this box, and it can't go here. So the 1 is here, which means that the 1 is going to be in one of these two. Okay. So we have 1, 7, 6, 2. So that's, well, okay. So that means that we know, we know 6, 2 is here because 6, 2 has to be on the line in this box, and neither of them can be in this one. So now we need to figure out this final digit. Let's see if I can do that. So it's not going to be a 5, 3, 4, 8. It's not going to be a 5, 3, 4, 8 or a 1, 2, 6, 7. So that means it has to be the 9, right? We knew there was a 9 on there because we said that earlier. This is why this is not a 9. So we knew there was a 9. So this is now our 9, which means the 9 now is up here, which means that this is now our 1, 7, and we have the 7 here. So this is now our 7. This is now our 1. Now we have all the digits in this row. We don't know where the 2, 6 goes, but we do know that this last digit here has to be, well, I guess it has to be our 5, doesn't it? Because we have 3, 4, 8 that don't go on this. This is another one of those situations where this is going to be 3, 4, 8 down here. This is going to be 3, 4, 8. Does the 3, 4, 8 have to go up here? Or could one of these be? No, this one has to be the 5, actually. Yeah, this is all completely roped together. Does it? Yeah, 1, 7 here, 1, 7 here. So this one has to be 1, 7, which means this is 7, this is 1. I forgot what I was doing over here. I was putting the digit here. This is a 5 and this is a 3. Yeah, so these are all like the same digits. 1, 5, 7, 1, 5, 7, 5, 1, 7. So this is going to be the 9, 2, 6. Do I have a 6 here? Okay. Wait. 2, 9 here. Oh, that's funny that worked out because those are using different digits. This is using 2, 9, 8 right here, and this is using 2, 9, 6. So we just ended up getting this. Okay. This 2, 9 pair in this middle column. That's really interesting that worked out. Oh, wait, this column? Hold on. What digit do we need? Is it a 9? I think it's a 9. Okay. Okay. So, right, our digits up here are going to be 3, 4, 8. So these are 8. These are 3. And can any of them be 4? I think any of them can be 4. Okay, so we got like a 3, 4 up here. 1, 3, 4. 3, 4, 3, 4, 8. All right. I didn't yet finish this. I don't think I can. Okay, I'm gonna put these. Or wait. Oh yeah, no. This sees the 1 and the 1 and the 3, so it can only be the 4. Right. Oops. Okay, this is 1, 3 right there. Okay. I mean, like, we're pretty much there. It's just a matter of how fast can I finish this, which I don't know, actually. So 6, 7. Oh, there's a 7. When did I put the 7 there? I guess I had these in here a while ago, and I just forgot that they were in there. So anyway, we got 2 digits down here, 2 digits down here. What are they? This is 1, 5. And then this would be 3, 6, which we know the 6 goes down here because of this. Okay. How does that help me? Not sure. Okay, where do we go next? Do we go for the columns or do we go... What other digit do we need in here? So we have 2, 6, 9, obviously, because of this. And I was just looking, there's 2, 6, 9 there. There's 9 and a 6 here. I don't know if that... That means there's going to be 2 digits available for this spot. 2, 6, 9, 5. So this is going to be 2, 5. I don't know if that's useful or not. Actually, hold on. Maybe we gotta look at this row. All the digits here. The 5 could go here. Wait, no, that doesn't... I feel like I'm not seeing anything there. Oh, yes. Yes. The 9. Where's the 9 go in this row? We got a 9 here and here. So this is our only leftover spot. Yes, we got a 9 there. So... and that eliminates this one from being a 9, I guess. Really doesn't really get me a whole lot, though. No, I mean, I guess it gets me this 9. How does that help? See, 1 doesn't go here. I was gonna say, okay, we look at... Oh, maybe I gotta look at this row, actually, or this column. The 1 can still go down here is the thing. So we have 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 2, 6. No, wait, the 6 has been here the whole time. Oh, when I put... Okay, you guys were probably screaming at me. This is the kind of stuff that is embarrassing. It takes me forever to see. I need to make sure that every once in a while in these puzzles, I go back and I... It's going to be a 1, 4 down here. I go back and I look at my pencil markings. In fact, let's do a quick look at all my pencil markings here. 3, 4, 3, 4, 8, 4, 8. Anything over here? No. This is going to be 3, 4, 8 right here. And then 1, 4, 2, 9. Anything? No. 2, 9, 1, 3, 1, 3. I don't see anything. 1, 5. No. Okay. All right. Let's look at this row. I got all... I mean, like, I can't finish up these arrows, can I? Like, we know the digits on them. I mean, okay, maybe I do got to focus on this row because we have the 2, 9 pair here. So we have 1, 3, and then one other digit that's got to go in these. So... Is it a 7? Is it a 7? Oops, I did not mean to highlight this one. And then a 3 can't go here. But that doesn't really help me. Can I get the 7 actually? Hold on, in that box. Yeah. Okay, so the 7 goes here, which means that the 8 has to go here because of our pencil markings. And that can eliminate the 8 from there. So this is a 3, 4 pair, so there's only 2 left here. What is this? A 2? Well, we know where the 2 goes then. And a 5? Well, now we know the 5 goes here. And because we know the 5 goes here, we know that the 5 has to go down here somewhere. Actually, we know specifically where it goes. We know it goes right here, which now that affects this. So if there's a 5 here, there's a 1 here. These are no longer 1s. This is now a 4. This is now our 1. That 1 goes up here, sees this 4. That makes this a 3. That makes this our 1. That makes this our 4. That makes this our 3. That makes this our 8. Do these affect anything in here? 4, 2, 9. Okay. So we got 2 digits left in here. Oh, wait, there's a 7 here. I just put that in, right? So yeah, that's what I think that's kind of how yeah, okay. All right, so this is now our 3. That's now a 1. This is now a 3. This is now a 7. We have these 3 squares. What do we got here? Oh, well, there's only 1 digit that can go down here, and it is a 2. So one of these is a 1, which we have our 1s right here. So this is now our 1. And then we got a 6 that needs to go here, and that makes this a 2. Makes this a 9. That makes this a 6. That makes this a 2 from this 9. So this is now our 9. And there we go. We got it in 24 minutes. Now, this is how these puzzles should be going for me. I know some of you guys are a lot faster. You guys can do these in like 10 minutes. I did make a couple errors. Also, I did take a moment to just stop and appreciate some of the earlier things. Eliminating the 9 from this was probably the most satisfying thing on this puzzle. And I'm very, very happy about that. I do wish, though, at the very, very, very beginning of this puzzle, I wish that I was a little bit quicker to realize that this was not the only box that included all 6 of the arrows. The fact that all 3 of the boxes included all 6 digits in each, so all 6 digits from each box, the fact that they were in each of these boxes, from all 6 digits from the line were in each of these boxes, that was something about this puzzle that made it, I think, an easier puzzle. Because like, if you saw like this line like wander and like just have like one of them or a couple of them dip down into a different box and then only have like 5 of them in this box, that would make this a lot more trickier to have an uneven number or distribution of them in boxes. But the way that the arrows were set up, I think the way that the arrows were set up created this sort of roping thing. I think that's what they call it. The digits down here were not like that. But yeah, the digits in these top 2 boxes, so like these ones were all like kind of roped together, and then these ones are all kind of like roped in a similar way. Very, very fun one. This was so fun to do, and I did make a couple little tiny mistakes. I did catch on to my mistakes immediately though, so it's not like it hurt me. It's just a little embarrassing, and I'm very, very happy though with this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoy these genuinely approachable Sudoku puzzles, if you enjoy me making the content of these every single day, make sure you hit the like button. And if you want to support this to keep it going in the future, become a Patreon member. That would really help out a lot. Again, thank you guys so much. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you guys next time.